Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We are going to be getting back into One Piece today, into the Wano arc. We continue to go. Y'all, I can't say enough how much I loved the last episodes. The beginning of this arc, seeing the new art design has just been so freaking exciting to see. Yeah, y'all, like literally today when I'm recording, I usually don't record this early. I literally push up my schedule because I was like, I gotta see more. And I showed the episodes to Bethany last night, and she was all about it too. She's like, we gotta see more of Wano. Yeah, I don't know if I've been this excited for an arc since, oh man, maybe like after the time skip. I was really excited to see what everything was gonna look like. That was probably the last time I was this excited. Maybe Marineford. Yeah, dude, it's so cool. Like the amount of care that they put into those first two episodes just makes me really intrigued with how the anime is going to feel in this arc. Obviously, it's going to be a long arc. I know that there's probably going to be slow moments. I'm still prepared for it, but like even just seeing Luffy fighting on that beach against two plebs, right? Obviously plebs. Even that fight scene was sick, right? Like I'm curious if it's going to stay to that standard through this arc, like if the fight scenes are just going to continue to be handled with that much care. And if it is, I feel like the pace in One Piece is just going to be better. Even if it is slower, it's going to improve in this way, because I think something in One Piece that's always been one of the weaker parts are the fight scenes. You know, I've personally have always still really enjoyed them. I've always loved the Devil Fruit power system. I've liked Haki as it's been introduced, but you know, with the animation and already the slowness of the, you know, how many chapters they adapt per episode, it's always made it feel even worse when the fight scenes kind of can sometimes be a little lackluster, especially when it's not in those big moments, you know, kind of just fighting the fodder units, you know. But here I don't feel that way at all. Watching Zoro taking on the samurai and watching Luffy taking on the two, you know, guys that seem like they're from Kaido's unit, just freaking sick, man. It really was. So I'm excited to see more of this art design. I hope y'all are excited for this arc. If you're new, please subscribe, do all that good YouTube shit for me. I would love to have more of y'all here. I need more of the One Piece gang, y'all. When I started this channel, I was thick in the One Piece world. And, you know, I dreamed of having a big reaction channel around One Piece. And somehow I ended up being a Naruto reaction channel. Nothing wrong with that, though. I'm loving Naruto. I know a lot of One Piece fans don't love Naruto for some reason, and vice versa. I personally think they're both freaking incredible. But yeah, I've always dreamed of having just a big One Piece community, because it's hard to say if it's my favorite anime. It's between that and Attack on Titan still, I'm not gonna lie. They're very different, so it's hard to like be like one's better than the other. But at this point, One Piece has a special place in my heart in terms of any media that I've consumed ever. So it'd be great to have more of y'all here. So shameless plug, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon, all that good stuff. And let's go ahead and watch some One Piece together. Ace? Bastards. Komachio, my new favorite animal. And then she got in even more trouble. I need some allies here. And some food. She's happy to oblige. Bro, how do you get it up? Her eyes are sparkling. Himamaru, the baboon. That's how it be. She's so cute. She's gonna learn from Raizo himself. She's gonna be using some genjutsu. See, all this is why I had to talk about Naruto at the beginning of this episode. Damn, she's doing this all from scratch? It's gonna be made with love. Perfect for you, Luffy. Luffy impolite? He's got no manners. The perfectly steamed rice. Oh. It's gonna make you big and strong. Oh my god, it's a huge portion. Itakimasu. Pop, pop, pop. Practice throwing her shuriken. That's all she's got. So convincing. We need Sanji here, man. Is that gonna be her master, maybe? Of course. What the hell's going on? Yeah, so she's given too much. Yeah, they're hit with a lot of famine, yeah. Or maybe not famine, but like poverty. I'm sure Kaido did this shit. Damn. Oh, she gave it to him. Oh, that's so sad. Real one, man. I mean, he didn't know. Excuse me. I just noticed he's on stilts. Dude, what a good girl for only being 8. Oh god, is she sick too? Oh no. Yeah, she's exhausted from not having any food. Dude, we need Sanji here ASAP. Bro, of course it is. Now we need Chopper too, dude. Probably have no choice. Damn, Ace has a connection here? So that's why they mentioned it in the intro. That's crazy, y'all. The Ace, the gift that keeps giving. God, he's not just telling her right off the bat. Oh, never mind. He's just ripping the band-aid off. All right. Damn. Brutal, man. Show me what Ace did, man. This is gonna make me sadder, but show me. Yeah. The timing. It's important sometimes, guys. But so is the truth, of course. Yeah, Luffy's an impulsive man. That's gonna be a hard one to pronounce, y'all. Why does he have wings, bro? Oh. Yeah, I forgot that he joined them. Who would have thought that he would have joined some of the bad pirates, though? Orochi. Damn, it's sad, bro. It's such a beautiful country. You can't retaliate against such a cute little girl, dude. That's the rules. Give me my ice cream. That's how she knew Luffy was a bro right away, man. I'm sure Ace was on a key as well. I love this soundtrack. So light, man. I love Luffy's smile, man. Talk about light as well. So bright. Here's some reinforcements. Oh, more of the worst generation. So like 2 of them have gone under him. Did he used to be with Kid? Because I remember on Kaido's like appearance, like it was like Kid and a couple other, I feel like people from the new generation or the worst generation was there. But yeah, no, it seems like Kaido's gotten a few under his wing or maybe under his puppetry. Except for Kid, of course, who's freaking jailed up. We got Cello here this time. She's not gonna like it for long. She hates being held. All right. Yeah, definitely a painful memory. Yeah. Oh man, he's gonna come face to face with them. So is Kaido, though. Oh, we're gonna get Luffy's fit. Yes. His hair, too. Oh, please. Luffy's got it. Ooh. What? Why did he like feel it? I wonder if that's gonna be like a famous sword or anything. Oh, it is. Oh. Kitetsu? Fucking dope. You know Zoro's gonna get his hands on that. Supreme. Well, which one's Zora? I mean, I'm assuming the one he got from Yuma or whatever is probably one of the high grade ones at least, or the excellent grade. God damn it. Luffy does look pretty dope with that, dude. He's chasing after him. Perfect. That's perfect for Zoro. Grandpa knows. Just wait till Usopp meets this dude. They'll get along real well. The sword's not coming back, bro. Oh, he's got the straw hat on her. Yeah, hop on. Damn. She's gonna be in denial for some time, huh? Ace made a promise to him, too. That he would never die. Oh, she wanted to go out with him. Dude, this is giving me such Shanks Luffy vibes. This is why she wants to be a bewitching ninja. Yeah, it's sad. Just looked up to him so much. It'd be like Luffy almost find out that Shanks died, kind of, right? I wonder when Luffy will tell her that he was Ace's brother. All the factories. Zoro. Oh, is Luffy gonna run into him? Oh my god, so much food. He needs to save some for Tama. And Luffy. There's lots of animals out here. Of course he's hungry for it. Oh! Sharkodile! She needs to tame all these beasts. Are all the animals like polluted too? Oh no. Is that gonna... Is Zoro eating polluted shit too then? It's unforgivable. They look delicious. Of course they do, man. Their own little private islands. They're like the billionaires. Oh. Oh no. Oh, there they are. Oh, Luffy and Zoro are gonna meet up, bro. I can't wait. Dude, Zoro looks so cool in this arc. That's what he wants, the sake. Chop his head off. Got him. He wasn't here to save you, he was here to drink. Yes. Aww. Of course. Oh, is he hungry? No. That's why I was stomaching and Luffy proceeds to still eat, bro. Oh, here they come, bro. Worst generation? Dude, I love the way they're showing the observation hockey. It's kind of cool. Like the sound effects and the animation for it. Yeah, he is a really weird power. Dude, I got goosebumps. And one baboon. Yeah, Basil. Or Basil. Oh, is Luffy gonna use the sword? I think it's too late for that. Yeah. Oh man, dude, I'm so excited for the next episodes now, dude. Yo, I'm freaking loving this arc. Like that wasn't even like an action-packed set of episodes or anything, but I just love the feeling of it, man. It feels so refreshing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've heard that like in Egghead and stuff, because I mean, I guess in present. So I'm watching this December 2025. Literally, I'm on New Year's Eve here. So I know that I think current animes get into Elbaf. So I kind of know like the sequence of the arcs, but I've heard that each of the arcs from here kind of have their own like animation style or art design, I guess. Like I know Egghead has an even different art style than Wano. So I don't know. I just think it's really cool that the animation team and the production team are, taking some creative liberty with One Piece at this point. I mean, it's had a pretty standard animation style from conception. Obviously, there was, updates to HD and all this stuff and some changes, but I feel like it's always been pretty similar. And I just love that they're taking some creative liberty here. It just makes it refreshing, Yeah, y'all, I'm loving this. This is freaking great. All right, y'all, let's go and get in the review section for 894 and 897. Two really good set of episodes. Yeah, dude, I love seeing more of Tama here, or Otama. I think I'm just going to call her Tama. I like that nickname. Yeah, dude, she's so cute and obviously has a really strong head on her shoulders and very kind and, learning more about what she's going through and suffering while also still providing food for Luffy. It just says a lot about her character and her as a person, her strength to, put her needs aside for somebody who just saved her, even though it's like a special occasion. I think it's her birthday or the New Year's, like her guardian said, those are the only time she gets to eat a special meal. Usually she's eating like really like wheat and stuff like that, or like I forgot what they called it, but yeah, man, just really sweet that she sacrificed a lot for Luffy here. And also the connection to Ace, which I think is really, really cool to see Ace still having part of this story. He's always been such a central character, even though we never really got a ton of him on screen. He's always still been one of those characters, kind of like Shanks, that just pulls the story in different direction or has a lot of emotional impact. Outside of that, we do see a lot of how Kaido has influenced this land in a lot of negative ways, especially around the pollution. It's part of the reason why Tama is so hungry, is because a lot of the water supply has been poisoned by the runoff of the factories that Kaido has built. And I love the way that they depicted all of them around, the smoke and the eeriness. And then of course the animals that drink from that water are also poisoned as well. So just, really crappy repercussions from him being there. But the worst part that you see is that there's one area that is thriving, which is the capital, or where the current shogun is, where we saw Zoro, Juro, and Usopp and all of them last set of episodes. They have their own untainted farm, and so it is by choice, right? There's not really any excuses here. It's just that the powerful get the luxuries, or not even luxuries, just the bare necessities of life, while others are suffering. I thought it was interesting when Basil Hawkins said, "Follow the strong or become their prey." It definitely seems like the cutthroat nature of this country so far, at least where Kaido is involved. So really interesting stuff. I liked learning about the great swords as well. I don't remember if that was ever explained. I mean, I know what's her face, Zoro's little, not love interest, but Smoker's sidekick. I forgot her name for some reason, but she's after all of the great swords. I know we learned some of that when we first met her. That was kind of like her dream, was to collect them all and put them in better hands. So obviously that relates to that, but I don't know if we ever got broken down this much. I think this one was an excellent great sword, where there's only 21 of those, 12 supreme and 50 fine grade. So makes you curious, which ones do Zoro have? I mean, I'm assuming Ryuma's was a supreme grade, probably. I think that's like Zoro's strongest one, if I remember. Although also the one he got from his master slash the girl who inspired him to be the greatest swordsman, I think that one was a really important sword too. I just don't really remember what they were. Let me know if I should know that, and if I should know that information, remind me in the comments below. That would be really helpful. But yeah, y'all, let's go ahead and do the character ratings for MVP. I'm gonna give it to Ace. Surprisingly, I love when a character who's not even like alive or in the plot line can get a character range just because of the relevance of his character with the flashback. And you just see with Ace, I loved his, really happy-go-lucky demeanor, seeing the importance that his food served to the village and wanting to help them. He definitely helped rebuild the village a little bit, helped give them a little bit of a better foundation. And just his relationship with Tama. I love the scene where she's asking to go out to sea with him. It reminded me so much of Shanks and Luffy. It definitely is a parallel that Oda is trying to draw between Ace and Tama to Shanks and Luffy and their relationship. And it's really heartbreaking, Luffy telling Tama that Ace is dead, because you can imagine what that would be like for Luffy with Shanks. And obviously Luffy has a hard time here too with Ace being his brother. You know, he's not throwing that information out casually here to excuse his lack of delicacy in breaking this down for Tama. But yeah, I just love that Ace is being connected to Wano. For the best moment, I'm gonna give it to Tama and her making the rice for Luffy. I thought that was a really sweet scene. I loved like the, you know, the cultural references with how they would make the rice. You know, definitely seems a little bit more old school, but I feel like that gives it that much love to it, you know? Sometimes the things that we used to make our food with or prepare our food with, even though they might have been not as efficient or cost effective, I feel like a lot of times they're even better, man. There's just something more special about it, like the handmade process, even though it takes more work. And I love how she puts a lot of her energy that she really can't afford to give to Luffy. Just really sweet. Funniest character, I'll give it to Luffy, of course. He was really funny these episodes. I loved him jumping towards Zoro and the sweet. Zoro's like, and him also taking the cursed sword. That was great. And then for Sacco, you know, there's not really, you know, any like main characters on screen that were really annoying, but you know, you could give it to Basil, you could give it to Drake for destroying the village. I'm assuming that was under Kaido's order. I'm assuming it's a very similar thought process for him joining Kaido, where it's, you know, follow the strong or be their prey. You know, they're kind of probably out to survive. They probably just got taken under his control, I'd imagine, at least. But for Sacco, I think I'm just going to give it to Kaido, because obviously he's kind of the centerpiece that's causing all of, you know, the destruction and pollution in this country. And it really is a damn shame, because you can see just the beauty of this country. It is incredibly beautiful. And it makes it that much more heartbreaking, especially when you meet characters like Tama who are suffering from it. So yeah, y'all, great episodes. Really, really loving Wano. I hope that I stay in this mode where I'm just like so, you know, in awe of this animation, this art style, the world, you know, I don't think it's just the art style itself. I mean, the art style is, I think, the medium that expresses it really well, but I think I just love the stylistic, you know, world of Wano. You know, the Japanese culture is just really, really cool, and it's really enjoyable to watch. I need to go to Japan, y'all. I really need to go on a trip there. I feel like I would love it. You know, the culture is just so different than American culture. Yeah, man. I've watched like some of those videos where you like go to like a cat hotel or whatever. You know, as y'all saw, I have a couple of cats. I think I would love just going up to a cat hotel in Japan. I know there's cat hotels and shit like that, or, you know, they call them cat cafes, not cat hotels, cat cafes. I know they have them in America, but in Japan, they feel like they'd be even better. But yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all joining me today. Let me know what y'all's favorite moment was in the comments below, and I will catch you for the next video. Peace.